All right. Well, that was spot on, right? I bust out my best shirt for this. I didn't know I'd have to compete with a fucking shark, but we'll roll with it. All right, is everybody having a fun night so far? A fun Thursday evening? All right, we got about half of you. We'll take it. Okay, so I want to start with a little audience participation. Would you guys rather see a story, hear a story, I guess, I wish, hear a story, or would you rather hear a series of one-liners? What are we going with, guys? Story! All right, that was unanimous. Okay, well, keep in mind, this is gonna have plenty of twists and turns. This is not stand-up comedy. This is a campaign mission, all right? So let's get into this. Now, there's no other way to say this. This story is called The Glory Hole Incident. All right, so let's get into it. This takes a lot of context, so like a glory hole, let's just get right in there and plow right through it. So, all right, so I went to Catholic high school. Any Catholics in the audience, right? A few? All right. Get them, guys. No, I'm kidding. No, but I went to Catholic high school, and there everything's a little off, you know? And I was a part of the morning announcement show, you know, the thing where you're like, there's a football game on Friday, holy shit. Yeah, I was on that. And I was doing little cool segments. If you're familiar with the Therapy Gecko, pretty much that, I ripped it off. Basically, people would email in questions, and me, my esteemed junior self, would answer them. So one day someone asked, hey, Hunter, man, what should I do? I saw a snake. I'm deathly afraid of snakes. I saw a snake come out of a hole at the beach. I didn't know what to say. I just said, dude, stop being a pussy about it and let's just move on. I didn't know what to say. So fast forward, segment airs, didn't think much of it. So I get called in to the dean's office. Anyone from Catholic school knows dean, oh shit. So I get called into the dean's office, and naturally, the dean, he sits me down, and I'm like, oh shit, what am I in trouble for? So he sits me down, and he goes, you know what you did. I didn't. And he goes, I swear to God, on the Catholic God, this happened, all right? He goes, son, he licks his lips. That's the detail. He licks his lips. Son, do you know what a glory hole is? Oh shit, okay, so that was a twist. I didn't expect that. And to picture it, you really gotta grasp my dean's look. He was like he was a very rugged individual. He was like Santa on December 26th, you know? Yeah, real Weight Watchers by day, binge drinking by night type, you know? So he was sitting me down, and he's talking to me, and he's like, do you know what they are? And I'm like, I'm not going into it, so no, sir, I don't know what a glory hole is. And he's like, well, let me explain it for you. I'm like, the floor is yours, please. He goes, well, son, you get a wall or a door of some sort, and you drill a hole in it. And then he goes, and then a man usually, will put their genitalia in the hole. I was like, their genitalia? Oh shit, it's a serious thing. People are doing this? I didn't know. So we're going, and he is explaining me the ins and the outs, and he's like, well, you know, and then someone will be on the other side, and you know, they'll do things, and he's like, shall I finish? And I was like, don't, please cool it with the euphemisms. No finishing will be done here. He goes, yeah, it's a little awkward talking about sex. And I was just like, why do you whisper it? Do you think someone's coming in? And it was like, well, it's a Catholic school, a boy and an older gentleman, if the shoe fits, right, you know? Right? So basically, he's sitting down explaining it to me, and meanwhile, I'm like, dude, can we hurry this up? I have a quiz on conjugations in like half an hour. Can we like speed this the fuck up? And he's explaining it to me, and then I don't know what to do, so I'm like, man, why are you hassling me about this? I didn't even send in the question. Someone else did. And he goes, well, who the hell did? Like, all pissed, as if he finally cracked the code, the smoking gun. And then I'm like, well, it was Jake. And he's just like, Jake? And I'm like, for those of you that don't know my high schoolers, Jake is a four-star. I'm freaking out here. 4 is a lot. He was a 4-star linebacker committed to Oklahoma. Keep that in mind. So I'm like, Jake did it. And he goes, Jake? And I was like, yep. And he goes, that son of a bitch. It's like, that guy is always cracking jokes. I love that man. And I'm just like, is that it? Is he just off the hook? And he's like, well, yeah. And I was so upset, I didn't even know what to do. So I just jumped out of the window. And that was it. To be honest with you, I had a callback joke and I forgot it. So, good night, After Hours.